All right, Abby, now we're going to take a look at your freestyle from the side view underwater. And again, like the body line, like the head position, like the kick, I'm going to advance it forward a little bit. We can kind of see where you're dropping those elbows. So as you come into the water, we can see the hands really high and the elbow drops. And what that does is when we start the pull, as you will notice in the next frame, as you start the pull, your hand is flat and you really don't start pulling until about 1.5 feet underwater. So this is where you're starting to catch water and pull yourself forward at this point here where the hand starts to pull down. Prior to that point, you are pushing yourself straight up. So you're pushing the hand down, and that's pushing your body up in the water. And we would like this position here to happen earlier, so right out here in front to your elbow would be here, and then that arm to be bent like that, so it's got a little bit more of that high elbow, and that will be pulling water back behind you and pushing you straight forward. So you're just a little bit late. Sorry about that. I'm going to take that one off. Just a little late in terms of pulling water, and it's all because you drop the elbow in the front. So, and as we go forward, we're going to see it on the other side too. So as the left comes in, hands just a little bit turned, but you can just see as you reach out in front, again, we want to hold that elbow up so that we're not a little bit down with the elbow. So that's what we're talking about, dropping that elbow. And then you can see it on this side too. Very flat with the hand. So right now, this is just, you're pushing downward with the hand, and your energy is pushing straight down. Okay, so that's pushing you up. It's not really pushing you forward, and we want to get it to a point where this arm's out here at the elbow, and let's take the arrows off. Okay, and what we want to see is the elbow's here, and the hand is down into the catch. So you're starting to pull that water instead of pushing down and pulling yourself up in the water. So, and then you're a little bit lower when you actually start pulling water here. So on your left side, you're probably about 1 foot, 2 feet underwater before you start catching that water, and then you catch the water, nice elbow bend, and there's where you get the vertical forearm. We just want that to happen earlier in your swimming. And we'll do a real quick comparison between you and another athlete just to see if we can see the difference in how you're catching water up front. And if we can change that catch up front, that's going to help you have a lot more power in the front end of your freestyle, especially as a sprinter. You want to have that. And it's just making sure that the hand is below the wrist below the elbow, and the elbow below the shoulder at this point. And again, the left arm, we really see it. I kind of was talking about that on the top view, that I thought we'd see that because you're just kind of lower with that elbow there. But we're seeing it on both sides, just a tendency to drop the elbow down into your freestyle. Now, as you come into the wall, again, nice kick behind you, driving into that turn. One hand is turned palm down, one hand is the back of the hand. Like to see both hands. Your left hand is the back of the hand. Like to see both hands turned over so that a palm towards the bottom. You can see if I draw arrows where your palms are, your palms towards the bottom on the left hand on this one. And I think I said the wrong hand before, but on your left hand there, it's doing the right thing. On your right hand, your right hand, sorry, is right here, okay, and it's pointing up towards the surface. So we want them both to be pointing down and pulling you over, not one up, one down. So we'll talk about that and work on that. That helps you. You have about twice as much force that you can create with your palm versus the back of the hand. So it really helps to get the hips over faster. And then as you flip, you can just see you're a little too far away from the wall because you can see your feet, especially this right foot, is very low towards the cross. We want them both up here, very high on the wall. So our body line is a little deeper, a little bit more at a diagonal as we're going to push off the wall. So if I'm watching you push off the wall, it's a little more shallow, and we want just a little bit deeper push off. Good push off though, good distance before you deliver that fly kick, and then we just got to work on kicking both ways. You kick good down, but we got to kick better on the way up, and then nice streamline out in front and into the breakout stroke. Okay, so we'll do a little comparison just to show you the arms out front and what I want by that high elbow, and that should help you.